Hey everybody, Snigby here from Snigby Gaming, getting ready to continue my quest through the lands of Middle Earth with Bingo here.
I think it is time to leave this snowy land behind us.
I think you're right, Bingo. But we're going to go ahead and start with saying, if you like this content, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to start putting out a little more regular content. Next week, they're having a launch of legendary servers, and I'm going to go ahead and probably launch onto one of those. Um, Thinking about doing a little bit of Twitch streaming. Um, the Twitch stream that I'm going to do is actually going to be for a charity. So again, if you want to see me running through these new legendary servers with a different class, please don't hesitate to give me a follow over there as well. And any donations to that worthy cause is going to be great. What worthy cause do you ask? It's going to be Extra Life. I know Lord of the Rings Online has uh, championed Extra Life quite a bit over the last few years, and I got into it last year. Was able to raise a little over $700, I think it was, for my local hospital, children's hospital, and wanting to do that again this year. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the Bingo Boffin. But like I said, I'm going to start uploading a little more content to this channel again. Probably not multiple times a week, but at least once a week, I want to get some content up here for you. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk to Bingo and see what he has to say here. I think it's time to leave the snowy land behind us, and I'm glad to do so, for it has put quite a chill in my bones. Brrr. Bingo shivers dramatically and suddenly cries out in surprise. Oh no, Snigby, I just remembered something else to tell you. But the cold weather drove it completely from my mind. My very thought must be frozen after all. That happens a lot with Bingo. He's not the most conscientious of it. But he is doing better. I like his little mittens, by the way. You know that unusual man who's been turning up everywhere on this journey of ours? Yes, that Bert Bartleby. That's the very fellow. Well, he asked me to send you to see him about a small matter. I forgot to pass on the message. You better go to him at once if it's not too late. He's just out there by the stables. We're going to go ahead and do that and see if we can find old Bert here. There's old Bert.
Hello there, my well-traveled friend.
I'm glad to finally be a part of this journey with yours and Bingo, and I hope this will not disappoint. I was quite an adventurer in the days of my youth, but these days are well past now. The merchant life suits me rather more than the questing life these days. You must know what a merchant needs more than anything, surely. A cheerful disposition? Well, yes, that helps. Customers? Of course. A sense of humor? Well, that has never failed me true. I'm just going to tell you, Sneaky. Goods for sale or trade. Without resupplying my stock of items, I would be a poor merchant indeed. My good friend Rattlepack says a bit more room for goods, wouldn't you say? The folks of Forlaw have been mumbling about a lore master that recently came to town. Take this purse of coins and see if you can purchase some scrolls or tomes or potions from that lore master. Stigby, I heard he was near the Westgate of town. All right, let's head on over there. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, the guard notices you looking around. Okay, well, what the guard has to say. How can I help you today, Wharton? To tell the guard that you're looking for the lore master that's recently came before law. The guard snarts rudely. Aye, I've seen him, bald fellow, big brown beard, simple cloth robe, a stout fellow. He's gone now, and I'm glad for it. He showed me some of his wares, junk mostly, and one of his blasted lizards bit my finger. See, it's still red. I never got an apology either. Oh, okay. So he's gone, so Bert's going to be a little bit disappointed, I think.
Wait a moment, wait a moment. I know this man.
Describe the missing lore master for me once more, will you? You repeat the description you were told by the guard at the west gate, and Bert nods with familiarity. I know this man, Sneakby. His name is Humphrey Rumming, and we go back a long way. You see, the Rummings and the Bartlebys were neighbors. Our homes were a bit out of the way, so weeks would go by and you'd only see a Rumming or a Bartleby. As a result, you might say that each family tended to wear on the other's patience. After I retired from adventuring life, one of the first sales I ever conducted was to Humphrey. I sold him the key of the tumble-down ruin of Tollabel on the island of Tile Runin. I wonder if he ever used it. You'll have to find him and keep him out of trouble. The Rummings, and particularly Humphrey, have never been that good at staying out of it. That guard watched him leave from the west gate. I expect he's moving in that direction, then find Humphrey somewhere to the west of Forlaw. And if there's a settlement in that direction, he's likely to have headed toward that way. He's like a curious moth to a torch at the night, Humphrey is. And all of them Rummings. All right. Let's go and see if we can find Mr. Dude here. You may be asking why I'm not getting on the warhorse. Well, just don't feel like the warhorse right now. I may jump on him if I have to travel a real far distance, but he's not that far, only a click away. And old Bullseye's going to do his job well enough. Well, maybe we'll change to the new warhorse. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
I am one of the world's greatest lore masters. My name is Humphrey Rumming.
Hello, Humphrey. Ah, you seem to be a fairly impressive adventurer. A warden? I knew it. I myself am one of the world's greatest lore masters. My name is Humphrey. You seem somewhat familiar, but since I never forget a face, I'll say that it's a pleasure to meet you for the very first time, Warden. I have a fondness for small lizards of all types, and I've a skill at nursing such creatures back to health. It's a gift I must share with the world. To that end, when I saw a clutch of eggs nestled at the base of the giant pillar of ice, I naturally warmed up to them and allowed the little creatures to hatch, naturally. Well, turns out that these little Fs do not take kindly to people, or to wildlife, or to plants. I think they may have scared off the people of this village, for no one's here anymore. You better do something about those Fs, Warden. They're among the woods to the west by the base of the mountains, and please call them Fs if you would. That's what all great lore masters call them. Alright. See what we gotta do here. Alright. I am going to go find this travel spot, and then also go and get the Fs. Yes, I'll catch up with you in just a second. Alright, we're coming up on the Fs here. Let's see how tough these guys are. If we change to that. Oh, I was already in a settlement. That's what the problem was. I kept trying to get into to do ranged attacks, and it wasn't working. One more. And the F's are gone. Alright, I'll be back with you in just a second.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Now, what brought you out here anyway?
I don't know, maybe the quest chain? Thank you for taking care of some of those F's. That may help encourage the people to return to this little village. Either that or the remaining F's may move in. Wouldn't that be something? So what brought you out here anyway, Warden? You tell Humphrey that Bert Bartleby sent you with a coin purse to find you and purchase some scrolls, tomes, or potions. Mr. Bartleby. Well, imagine that. His family and mine were neighbors, you know. There's always such a racket coming from the Bartleby house. Growing up with 14 boys will do that. How are Bert and his many, many brothers? I'll take this purse from you and give it to these sundries. I'm certain Bert will find something to his likely. Alrighty. And back to Bert. And that's quite a distance, so we'll put you on pause while we make that little trip back. I mean, don't get me wrong, Wildermore's a nice little place, but yeah. We're going to go ahead and come back with you in just a couple minutes. Alright, back in Forlaw, I guess it is. Yep. And got to go find little Bert again. Get our warden speed going. You know, this is one little perk that I think I'm going to miss whenever I'm on the legendary server, and that's the ability to run a little bit faster.
Well, that is very typical of a rumming, and precisely what I expected.
You found Humphrey and saved him from a predicament of his own making? That's very typical of a rumming Snoopy, and it's precisely what I expected. I see that you purchased some sundries from him. Let me see those. Bert looks through the small collection of goods. There's nothing here of note. It's a pity. Well, I'll take the remaining coins from you, and what? You gave him the entire money purse? I expected some coins back, Sneakby, especially for this bundle of nothing. Oh, do not trouble yourself, my friend. I am not angry. Indeed, Humphrey may have gotten the better of me in this exchange, but many years ago I gave Humphrey a pittance and a coin, and he gave me a creature that would become my dearest friend. I'd say we got the better of Mr. Rumming in that exchange, wouldn't you, Rattlepacks? All right. Well, learned a little bit about Rattlepacks here, and let's see what Bingo has to say.
I hope you were able to help Bert with whatever he needed.
Were you able to help Bert with whatever he needed? Let's come over here, because this is going to be the end here. Were you able to help Bert with whatever he needed, Sneaky? Good. I'm glad. It's a marvel to me we have seen Mr. Bartleby at so many places in this journey, and he has not had much to say until this point. I wonder where he learned such patience. I have known one or two hobbits that were the same in my day. Youngest siblings all. Perhaps Bert grew up with several older brothers and learned patience from home. He's a unique individual for certain.
I am ready to be warm again.
All right, so we finished up that one. Bartleby Befriender. Okay, good. And we're going to go ahead and continue this up on the next episode. So, everybody, this is Sneaky signing off. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And I'll get some information about my Twitch stream in a future episode. Anybody, have a great day. Bye-bye.